Yeah.
Okay,
So Jamil has already shared a problem from his own community, from his own locality. So now he will try to figure out how he can solve the problem by himself, or how he can reduce or just remove or just minimize the problem. Yeah, Jamil, I would like to hear from you.
thank you, sir, for giving me the chance at first among all the guys. Actually, as there are two big problems, it's small but really big in overall. So the first one is the pollution, which is currently one of the most worst problems in Bangladesh. So what can we do is we should try to keep our environment and this area neat and clean. Even if we can just throw the clean plastic bottles away or in a dustbin, that is a small task, but it plays a big role in keeping this area neat and clean. Just like how I do whenever I'm going by the road, if I can pick any plastic bottles, as you know, plastic bottles are just too bad, or simply the worst of all products. If you see the plastic.
Yeah. So my solution is that in the area they should just create some kind of recycle bin, or just collect those recyclable stuff and just put them to the recycle center in the city or somewhere. Like they should just recycle those instead of wasting. That's all from me.
That means you want to say that if we just recycle these things, then we can reduce the problem, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about recycling something? How can we recycle this kind of wastage or just waste materials that we used to throw here and there?
Yeah, so like
Any
we
idea?
could just yeah, we could just give it to the recycle centers, even though I don't know if there is any city or not. Like in the recycle centers, they could just change it and make new materials with those, and they wouldn't be wasted anymore. And if we even do it with ourselves, like we could just use one bottle a lot of times, or something like bags, instead of throwing in trash cans or like in the roads, we could just gather them up in a single place where they could be recycled, or they could be just gathered, and they could be used in other things, which like we could just use them to, like some people just throw trash in plastics. They could, that's also harmful for the environment. Like they could use something else. Like the plastic should be recycled always, and the main thing is they should be, I don't know, sent to the recycle center in the city or something.
Yeah, thank you. Just when I was today morning, when I was passing through the road, just I was thinking about, I saw some polythene bags here and there scattering, and just beside the roadside. So I was just thinking, how many pieces of this kind of things, that means this kind of bags, polythene bags, or just packet of chips, or different kind of litter, just like bottle, can, we have used up in our whole life. And I was just thinking, if I can arrange all those polythene bags together, all those packet of chips together, whatever we have been eaten or just whatever we have used in my family, if I just can collect all those things, I feel like, I think I will be able to fill up one room totally. And that time I was thinking about, okay, so if I could, then if I just I was able to collect all those things, then I can make so many things. Just like you know that if you um, if you pack up all those polythene bags of chips, packet of chips, I have seen somewhere they have made some pillow bags or one kind of pillow using all those things congested in a fixed bag. They have made a pillow, and I think you can use this kind of things, or you can collecting all those things together. You can also make some sitting place or over rooftop. And somehow, if you want to use litter, you can use it anyway. Just like you can plant some, you can plant there some plants. You can also um, make some showpieces, and so many things I have seen. I have seen some of the schools, they have decorated their corridor as well as their stair sides with this kind of bottle and different kind of colorful plants, and it's look really good. So it's all about our wishes. It's all about our dedication, our approaches, our determination. If you want to do that, I think it's possible. But actually, we never think like that. We think that, oh, what I will do that, why I will do that. There are so many people over there. It's not my responsibility to clean up the environment. It's not my responsibility. But my suggestion is you have to think about yourself. Start from your family. Good works begins from your home. Charity begins from your home. So you start first, then you can advise others. If you don't do this, I think you cannot advise others. Our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has said, strongly recommended that what you used to do, you advise others. What you don't used to do, you are not allowed to advise others. So I'm trying my level best these days. Actually, speaking the truth, I never collect all those polythene bags, but somehow I try to keep it in one place in my house, and I try to use different kind of liters, bottles, cans, just keep it inside the house, and I place the different kind of plants. So somehow I'm trying my level best. So you have to start doing this. And from my this class, I'm announcing that from today, I am giving a project to collect all those polythene bags, packet of chips, packet of biscuits, collect it together. I am not telling you to collect it from the roadside. You, whatever you use in your family, collect it and make a pillow. I know that you know the pillow, and it's not like you have to place the pillow just on your bed. You can also just make a sitting place for you. So it's a project. We will start from today, and if you are able to make a pillow using all kind of packets, just like chips, polythene bags, etc., etc., you will be rewarded. I will give you I can promise you, I will give you a reward. And our program or this kind of thing, the project I'm starting. I'm going to start from today. From today, you have to start, and next month I will just receive or just hear from you that what is your status. Have you done something like that or not? Okay. Now Sam will share about his problem. That means he's having or facing in his locality. Okay, you can start right now, Sam.
Okay, so in my locality, the main problem is people just stay awake and walk around the roads, scream and like talk and something like almost all the night. They just stay till like 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. That's really like they could just walk, and in front of my house, most of the people just gather and just talk all the time. So it's a real problem, and most of them are like teenagers and youngsters, and even sometimes I just see some of my schoolmates, like I don't know, I just see some people from my class also, and not my classmates, but the others are, most of them are like addicted in smoking or drugs or something, and they are always seen abusing and just cursing each other and something. They just always roam around in the area, even though there's a hospital in front of my house, but they just never notice. They just roam around and talk and gather, and always noise and pollution. And also, they just smoke in front of the hospital. So that's really harmful for the environment. And besides, there's some people in our like area who just buy stuff from the shops, and they just don't pay the proper money. They just say that they would pay later, but they do not. They just leave it and they never come back, or they just, whenever the shopkeeper asks the money, they just say they just make some kind of thing and they just say I don't have it, or just forget it, or something like they don't pay it. That's why like nearly 5 shops just got closed in our area in the last 2 years. So these are the main problems in my locality. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Saum Khan. So you have already shared your problem. So if you have any solution for that, what can we do in this situation? What is your suggestion? Is there anything you want to share?
In my aspects, people just should stop like walking in the roads. Like they should just think. If they don't think about themselves, they should just think about the other people's, the neighbors, and especially about the hospitals. Like the
Yeah, thank you, Saum, for sharing your problems as well as you have just shared some solution or some steps that can be applied. But actually, I want to share something. As your house is just in front of a hospital, so you know that you all the time, there is no time bounded schedule that means people will not be there just before the thana, local thana, and just before hospital, you will find people all the time. And you know that just in front of the local thana or in front of hospital, you will not find there only the sufferers or the patients or the victims. You know that you will find different kind of person available there, and that it's a recorded program, so I don't want to share in details, but you know, different kind of people you'll find there, and there you will find there only because of their needs. Sometimes for nothing, but sometimes they stay there for leading their most of the people or some of the people there, they lead their life only by standing there doing something. Different kind of things they used to do. As I have said at the very beginning, sometimes we can remove the problem. Remove meaning that means we can just make an end of that kind of problem, reduce the problem. We cannot remove it, we cannot clean it totally, but we can solve the problem up to an extent, or somehow we can manage the problem. And we have also said minimize the problem. That the problem, there are so many problems, but you can if you try, then you can cut it short. One or two problems can be reduced, not all the problems. As I have said, problems are part of our life. So it's not possible you will go there and you will just tell every single person that you shouldn't walk around here, you shouldn't shout loudly. You know that what kind of people stands there at midnight. If you find there some teenagers there, you know that there must be some problems, and they don't even listen to their family members. That's why they're there. So when a person, they don't care about their parents, so definitely they will not care about you. And if they somehow they just do some criminal activities, then we have our system, we have our uh, security forces, they will handle the situation. Okay, got the point? So they will handle the situation. And people or students or some guys, young guys who used to smoke there, at least we can convince them by convincing him or by inspiring him or by discussing with them if it is possible. But if are not that type, you mustn't go and talk to them, because it can be harmful for you also. You know that, as I have said before, they never listen to their family, so they will never listen to you. And sometimes society, you know that society is made up with good and bad. So it's a part of our life and we have to adjust it. So in this case, I will suggest you have to adjust the situation. And one thing you must remember, um, they are doing what? It's their task. It's not your headache. But if you have headache, sometimes this kind of headache should be skipped. Okay? Because you cannot give the solution. it's up to the authority, it's up to the security forces, it's up to the government. So they will solve it. So that's the solution for you. Anybody who can share something about Sound Khan's problem?
Okay. Um, as our house is situated beside the roadside, so one problem we always face is that the sound pollution. You know, from the very early in the morning to like very late at the night, every time, like always, very much sound pollution we really suffer. Like horn, then mic, everything, like very noise. Even if you want to take a nap here, it would be really very very typical because of the noise, because of the sound. Even when I I really sit for a Zoom session, international session, I really face very problem because I can see, when I can see the record, I can hear from my side, I can hear like very noise is coming, hour, cause
Okay, do you think
driver,
that you just
yeah.
you will stand before the roadside and you will tell everyone, hey, you shouldn't do that.
No,
You mustn't
it's not,
um,
it would be
just
really,
press your
yeah, it's
horn
never
over
possible,
and
but
over again. Is it possible?
no, but they should be actually caring. They should be aware of it,
You are
and
talking
it's a,
about they should be, but who will just
yeah,
make them aware? Who?
government, definitely government, media, because you can ignore me, I can ignore you,
Government.
but you can never ignore
Already
news.
government
Yeah,
has taken
because
some steps. Okay,
yeah,
in local area you cannot use. That means they have decided to set just like one kind of sound meter. That means you cannot produce or you cannot press that kind of horn in local area, public area before school. But actually, people they don't follow. They don't follow the rules. So I think government should be more serious. They must apply some strict rules so that people are compelled to obey the rules. Just like you know that these days you can see most of the people use or wear helmet. But if
yeah,
you just if we talk about a couple of years back, you will find that nobody is interested. But these days, they used to wear helmet. Why? Because if some authority or some security forces they find people without helmet, they just give them punishment. Different kind of punishment we have, just like uh, one kind of what I will tell, different kind of punishment they have. And these days you will find most of the people they wear helmets. So I think government can play an important role to reduce the sound pollution, and they are already working on it. That's a good thing.
yes.